Hello, everybody. Flame and Shark back with another video, and today we're jumping into episode 4 of Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony. And the Harmony, at least for now, has been appropriately murdered. And now, with Rantaro dead, we have our first class trial of the chapter, interestingly enough, called My Class Trial, Our Class Trial. I still have no idea why this chapter is called that, and to be fair, there have been chapters in Danganronpa that I never, I want to say chapter 5 of DR1 has, the weirdest name ever, and I've never actually looked into why it's called that, or if that's even known. I'm sure there is a reason, but, really, silly, 100-mile dash or 100-meter dash, something 100-something dash, and then something about a fast food junkie or junk food junkie. It's something really weird. Whereas most of the other ones do make sense by the end. I feel like that's the one that's always stuck out to me as why was this chapter called that? This chapter has this isn't a very esoteric or weird name. It's actually a really cool name. I just haven't put it together, but of course the name is all about a class trial, and we haven't actually gotten to the class trial yet. That's what this episode and probably next episode are for. I know this game's long. I'm kind of expecting this to be I'm expecting the class trials to be 2-episode affairs moving forward, but we'll see. I'm keeping an eye on the clock, and I'm gonna kind of just judge it, and like I said, just expect it to be 2 episodes, probably. You guys got a treat last time, because last time I did a ginormous episode that was actually way longer than even my prologue video, so we got through a lot of the first chapter of DRV3 in the last video, so even if we do the trial in 2 episodes, at least we're in trial times already. So, yeah. We're going to get through, it looks like, Chapter 1 in either 4 or 5 videos, depending on how long the trial, or I guess 4 videos, but through Chapter 1, including the big prologue video we did in 4 or 5 videos, which is cool. I did this, I recorded this, I forget if it was, I want to say 48 hours ago. It wasn't that long ago that I recorded the previous episode, but I've had time to think about it, and I'm still kind of in the same place. I've come up with a bunch of possible candidates for who could have done this murder, but I don't feel good about any of them. So, I think the people that stand out, right? I think Miyu's interesting because of the drone. Theoretically, the drone could have maybe been modified to carry enough weight to do the shot put. The reason why Miyu is suspicious is because she set up the cameras. She could have, done some interesting things to modify them in certain ways, maybe even to specifications that Kaede and Shuichi were unaware of. Shuichi, I don't know. I mean, there's similar things about the fact that Kaede and Shuichi set up the cameras, so maybe there's something there, but I would be very surprised if it went a route like that. Ryoma is, so I believe I talked about how Himiko is small enough, theoretically, to go in the thing. Although she's 4'11", she's actually, what's crazy about Himiko is there's actually a fair amount of, decently tall women in this game, to where, Himiko is barely shorter than Angie. And, Angie is small, but, it's wild to think that Himiko's actually not that much smaller than Angie. And, what's it called? Ryoma is obviously tiny, and Ryoma's interesting. I mean, I don't know why on earth, what the motive would be for Ryoma, but obviously, with the shot put ball, I'm sure we're going to see some weird, I feel like at some point in the trial, Miyu will be accused. At some point in the trial, Ryoma will be accused. At some point in the trial, Gonta will be accused, which I was talking about that previously. I feel like those are my 3 main candidates. I don't think it was any of them. And I don't know what route this is going to take. I guess the other possibility is Rantaro killed himself. He was talking about how he was going to end the killing game if somehow he was either the, an accomplice to the mastermind, or even funnier, if he was somehow actually the mastermind. Theoretically, he could have set up a situation that allowed him to die. But there's a lot of questions about that and how this was managed around Kaede and Shuichi's system. That's the thing that really points towards Miyu. I don't think it's going to be Miyu purely because I feel like they're going to cook with this character. I feel like that, but like we've already seen, like, you know, I mean, obviously she's like outwardly she's just a bitch. But there's a lot of like nuance that they're kind of teasing with her character, with her vulnerabilities and her insecurities. And I just feel like they're going to cook with this character, and this character is going to be a big part of the game. Which, again, leads me to Ryoma and Gonta. And in both these, Ryoma feels like a character that might kill under very specific circumstances. In a similar vein to, ironically, he does have some similar characteristics to Gundam. Given his voice and stuff, but he does, Ryoma does, how do I put this? Ryoma, he's not someone who wants to just wait around for something to happen. That's why he was willing to end his own life, because he felt like he had nothing to live for, and then, you know, he was talked out of it by Rantaro, and then Rantaro died. So we'll see where they go with that. Rantaro also just feels like such an interesting character, and him dying as the ultimate question mark adds a lot of questions, but I am actually just going to say, like, I can't imagine they're going to pull the whole DR1 plot twist where Rantaro is the mastermind and he died, but somehow he's still alive. Like, I don't think they're going to pull that whole thing, but the fact that the ultimate question mark and a character who was super interesting and engaging and surprisingly, for the most part, you know, when the chips were down, he felt like he was a good person for the most part. I think this guy, I don't know what they're going to cook with him, because I don't think we're done with Rantaro, but I also don't think they're going to do some, like, fake death nonsense with Rantaro either. So I don't really know what to make of him dying first, because his ultimate question mark, you know, they could call it the ultimate who cares, but his talent is going to be relevant to the story. This is the way writing works, right? We're going to find out his talent at some point, and that's going to mean something at some point in the game, which means he's going to have relevance at some point in the game, despite the fact that he's dead. But how that's all going to tie in, I imagine that's probably not actually going to come up in this trial. I think we're going to learn about Rantaro later. I don't know what, and I don't know how it's going to play into everything else, but I think Rantaro, we're not done with Rantaro, but I don't think his death was some weird fake out either. Gonta, I mean, unless this whole persona is a giant fabrication, I just can't imagine him killing someone. And then Ryoma feels like one of the most genuine characters in the game, for better or worse, and I similarly struggle to imagine him killing. Again, all of that points to Miyu, but I just can't, I just don't think it's going to be, for a purely meta context, especially with them killing Rantaro, who seemed like one of the most interesting characters. You can make an argument he was the most interesting character in the game. I just can't imagine them killing one of the girls that feels the most, like, it feels like they have a lot of story to tell with Miyu based on what we've got from her so far. But those are my suspects. Obviously, we went over all the evidence. I think some of the evidence pieces, I don't think there's much of note about the Monokuma file. I think the BGM is really weird. I don't know what to make of this. I think the two things that are funny about this is, obviously, I feel like this was foreshadowed when Monokuma was trying to urge Kaede to compose a murderous melody. But also, again, a lot of them were talking about their heads hurting, or how the song was was making them sick, and it was like so loud and so it was the worst, right? And it harkened back to thoughts of hypnosis, brainwashing, and other elements that you might have found in Danganronpa 3, which actually were, you know, as we know, long term, that is a thing that has a lot to do with a lot of the stuff in Danganronpa. So that's interesting. And I guess theoretically, if we're actually going that way, in that route, I guess theoretically that could throw motives out the window. Hypothetically, a character could have just, from the music and whatever, just have been urged to kill when the perfect opportunity struck. That could certainly be, I think, how we get a Gonta. And I think if this is like a real piece of evidence. This isn't like a fake out. This is something that's going to come into play. I'm a little worried about Gonta. I think this could be the path to a Gonta situation. Yeah, I'm just kind of looking through this. Like I said, a lot of these are just going to be counterpoints to things people bring up in the trial. The belongings are interesting. We never actually went in Rantaro's room, which surprised me a little bit. I don't know if we're actually going to get into his monopad and actually find something, but the implication was that there was nothing of note there. The receiver, I don't know exactly how we're going to use that. The books, of course, have to do with confronting the idea of somebody using the vent, but theoretically a drone still could, but that still has to do with the classroom and the other vent. And then yeah, we have stuff like this, which is again, if we can reliably believe in these testimonies, we can kind of narrow down the possible people that did it, relatively speaking. But again, the door, this could lead into the Gonta motive. This combined with the other stuff seemingly rules out the vent being involved. And then, Kiba and Ryoma have no motives, and this also leads to the suspicion towards Ryoma. And then, yeah, these are more motives. Miyu was at the dining hall tinkering with the drone or whatever, but that doesn't mean she couldn't have technically been flying another one. So that's not really a motive, like an alibi for Miyu, which is again why I think those are the three characters that are the most suspicious. And then we have all the pictures, which I don't know what we're gonna do with these pictures, but we have them, so we're gonna find something in these pictures that's important. I have no idea what. But the pictures are obviously going to be important. Anyways, I don't have anything else left to say. The only thing we have left to do, in fact, is actually take a look at the skills. We have, so I guess we have 21 slots, so we can equip a lot of skills. Let's see. Attentive influence increases maximum influence a little. Okay, so this gives us more health. Extraordinary focus, this gives us, we're probably going to get both of these. Whoa, Lost in Thought is 16. Slightly increases the time limit in each phase. That's a lot, and I don't think it's worth it. Increases amount of influence recovered by right answers. Charisma might be worth it. Mass panic debate. No! That's gonna be the panic talk action, isn't it? Slash bullet time battle. Mass panic debates. Unless that's a new... I actually think... No. Now that I think... I just saw panic and I freaked out. I wonder if mass panic debates is a new feature. Okay, downshift, upshift. I don't think we need either of those for now, and they're cheap anyways. Trigger happy. Non-stop, mass panic, and rebuttal. Okay, the mass panic might be the new PTA or BTB, but we'll have to see. Rebuttal showdown's back. Neural liberation, 16. The focus gauge drains slow. That's kind of cool, actually. Delusion's pretty cool. Anything else? Mind's eye. Whoa. Reveals V points. Don't know what that means. Saint Miko's ability. Silences all conversation. Okay, I don't know what that means either. Librarian. Okay, these are all mass panic debates. Librarian's glare. Okay. First strike. The keyword in the first speaker's argument will be shown from the start. Effective during debate scrums. Okay, new features. I'm hyped for new features. The entire screen will light up more frequently. Effective during Hangman's Gambit version 3.0. Okay, so there's going to be another version of the Hangman's Gambit. Increase the amount of letter cubes that can be acquired at once. Effective during the Psyche Taxi. Interesting. Power of life and death. Okay, this is just for Blade Lock, which is when you have, like, the button mash, I think. Where it's like you're in a tie in the rebuttal showdown. You have the button mash. I assume that's what that is. Safety first. Removes the time penalty for breaking a non-erasable piece. Effective during imagination excavation. How many new features are in this game? The tension gauge will increase at a faster rate. Effective during argument armament. Oh my god. Okay. So I feel like the right move is to not buy anything. But I think it's safe to buy attentive influence and extraordinary focus, right? I think that's fair. I don't think there's anything else I want to buy. We have 9 left. I think I'm gonna have to see a class trial. Did I not just buy them? Oh, set. Okay, there we go. Okay. So I want those 2, and this just gives us extra influence, extra focus. I feel like that's good. And we're gonna just have to see how a class trial plays out, and then we'll learn what all the mechanics are, and then from there, we might, you know, chapter 2, we might, you know, we will, obviously, buy some more stuff. But anyways, let's jump in to my class trial, our class trial. I'm really excited. In session. Class trial in session. Cool graphic. A little hard to read, but cool graphic.
Now then, let's begin with the basic explanation of the class trial.
I already love this, this HUD. This HUD is super cool. It's kind of giving me like a broken glass vibe, but it's also, it's in that color that makes me think of the blood. And also we have like a gavel hitting to be like, oh, you can move on to the next dialogue option. I like this HUD a lot.
During the trial, you'll present your arguments for who the culprit is, and vote for who done it.
This is just the game being a lot sleeker, being a higher budget, newer game. You know, it looks really sleek. I just kind of want to get a look at like the who's standing near who kind of deal. I want to see who we're near. Okay, so we're next to Himiko and Gonta. Okay. Well, interesting. We're next to the shortest girl and the tallest guy. There's Rantaro. Very interesting.
Vote correctly, and only the blackened will be punished. But if you pick the wrong person,
same rules as always.
I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will graduate from this academy.
Good to know.
Also, refusing to vote will result in your death, so you better vote for someone.
I believe that was not actually a rule, but I don't think nobody ever refrained to vote in Danganronpa, but I don't think that was ever specified that that was a rule. I could be misremembering, but I don't think that was ever brought up in DR1 or DR2.
Now let's get this crazy awesome trial underway!
I honestly have really high hopes for this. 1, because I don't think it's obvious who did it. 2, I think the beginning portion of this game has been the best Danganronpa game so far. We'll see how that holds throughout the whole game, especially given how great DR2 was near the end. But, very curious to see where this goes. I have high hopes for this first trial.
So, it's starting, huh?
And this is also the 3rd mainline Danganronpa game, so I don't think they're gonna, like, really baby us. The only thing they're gonna baby us with is apparently there's, like, 8 new freaking class trial features.
Oh, man. I haven't been in a trial in, like, forever.
Yeah, has he actually ever been in one is the question, but honestly, who knows?
Oh, so you have experience with trials?
No, that was a lie.
Yeah, since I'm a leader of evil and stuff, I've done a lot of bad things.
Of course, Kokichi.
So, what are we supposed to do? Where do we even start?
Gonta never done trial before. Not sure where to begin.
I mean, there's a lot of places to begin, but I assume we're going to start with talking about the Monokuma file.
First, let's breathe in and breathe out. We need to remember our no-no-nos.
Okay.
No pushing, no running, no talking.
That last one's kind of the whole point, girl.
But communication is the foundation of any discussion.
You tell her, Kibo.
We should not worry about our procedure, especially since this is not a normal trial.
Yeah, however you get around to it is cool. You know what's funny in that in the shot on the left that's like the little like shot of their faces that's like broken off or whatever, she actually looks a little bit like Byakuya, because the hair color and even the length of hair is similar. Like, obviously you could see the very end of her headpiece that obviously Byakuya doesn't wear, and then Byakuya obviously has glasses, but yeah, I think you guys could see what I'm saying, and obviously both Kurumi and Byakuya are very pretty, so there's that too.
Each of us will be serving as a potential culprit, lawyer, prosecutor, and jury member.
Yeah, that's actually how this works. It's funny that nobody's ever actually said that, but that is how this works.
Let us proceed with that in mind, shall we?
Sounds good, Kurumi.
Then might I offer the first topic?
All right, Korekio, let's go.
Don't fucking get ahead of us. You trying to start some shit?
It's going to be really interesting to see Miyu's reaction when the trial shifts to her, because like I said, I do fully expect at points in this trial we will be suspecting Gonta, Ryoma, and Miyu. Like, those are the three people that I could kind of narrow down as suspects, and my gut instinct is that it's none of them.
Calm down. How about we listen first?
Sure, Kaede.
Atua has spoken.
What was that
He
sound?
says it is vital that we hear everyone's testimony.
Makes sense.
I'm a good listener because my ears are clean. Once, I cleaned them so hard, they bled.
Yeah, that's not a good thing.
I'll begin the conversation then. There's something I found curious.
Let's hear it, bro.
Why, I wonder, didn't the culprit take advantage of the first blood perk?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't think that's where we would start. I actually thought this would come up in the second half of the trial when we started talking, because usually motive comes up later in the class trial, but this does get into, like, motive and stuff.
I thought that was strange too.
Mm-hmm.
I bet they just wanted to do a class trial real bad.
That seems to, yeah, that does lend to the idea that they would be the mastermind, but...
Then Monokuma's the culprit, the doi. Because this whole class trial was his idea.
Sure, but that's not...
Ooh yeah! Easy peasy. I'm a fucking genius!
I wish it was that easy, Miyu.
Wait, is it even possible for Monokuma to be the culprit?
Of course not. I would never do anything to you guys directly.
But you will to whoever was the culprit in this case. But, you know, that is technically all part of the rules.
Even if you can't, it's a different story for the person controlling you, right?
Technically, that's true.
Hmm?
Assuming someone's even controlling Monokuma. Like I said, if Rantaro is the mastermind, it's also possible that this Monokuma is, like, an AI. And what I mean by that is, like, I don't mean, like, alter ego Junko. I mean literally, like, an AI Monokuma.
Is it possible that the mastermind controlling Monokuma killed Rantaro?
Mastermind? Was that?
I don't know any mastermind.
It's also possible there's no mastermind at all. That is also on the table. Like I said, if we're talking about AI Monokumas, it's not completely out of the realm of possibility that... I'm not even saying that there isn't someone... Like, obviously someone made him, but, you know... There's a lot of ways that they could twist this if they want. Especially with this, you know, us being so deep in the series at this point, and all the different twists and ideas that they've went with.
Never heard of him.
Don't play dumb with me. Who's the mastermind controlling you guys?
Obviously, they're not going to say, regardless of whether there is one or not.
The mastermind, huh? Odds are, it's one of us.
It's interesting that the idea of finding the mastermind and finding out the mastermind's identity has been such a huge part of this first chapter. It weirdly almost feels like they might actually reveal it, and I just don't know what that means for the story as a whole.
It's Keyboy over here. Everyone else thinks so too.
Kokichi's interesting because he's basically the whole time, he's basically been saying, hey, I'm an evil supreme leader. I mean, like, look at me. And bro even has the black and white scarf, so I mean, there's a lot of signs there. And then obviously Miyu looks like Junko, so there's a lot of signs there. So there are characters that are kind of just like outwardly promoting, hey, we're the mastermind. And at this stage in the series, you could absolutely get away with a, hey, we're obviously the mastermind. And so because of that, nobody actually thinks they're the mastermind, and then they're actually the mastermind. You can get double faked really easily.
Does everyone really think that?
But then we're in that level of metagame where then, you know, a regular fake, a double fake, being obvious, it's all the same thing, and it just mind fucks you, and that's one of the things I like about Danganronpa. That was part of what the DR2 thing was. They kind of made it so obvious that it was a fictional world, right? That it was like a program, right? Like a computer programmed world type deal. That you doubted it, or at least I doubted it throughout the game, because it felt like they were almost giving it away at many points, and that actually made me less confident. And they played into that really well.
We'll get to the bottom of this.
Before we determine the mastermind, we must uncover the culprit.
Yeah, I mean, regardless of whether the mastermind is or isn't the culprit, you still have to discover the culprit. I mean, unless you can, eliminate the mastermind and take care of Monokuma and the Monokubs, which even if you could reveal the mastermind, I don't necessarily see how you're taking care of the that situation. So learning about the mastermind, while being incredibly important, does not necessarily have that much bearing on the class trial unless you can confirm that the mastermind was the murderer.
Then we could start by determining the sequence of events?
Yeah, I was wondering when Shuichi was going to speak up, given he is the detective.
Let's take a closer look at the circumstances of Rantaro's death.
Whether he likes it or not.
Gonta agrees with Shuichi. After all, Shuichi is ultimate detective.
And yeah, Shuichi's not going to be a big fan of that response from Gonta.
Then let us start by reviewing the incident.
Alright, let's do this. We can find the mastermind if we work together. When this class trial is over, we'll know exactly who the mastermind is. Weirdly enough, I actually almost... I won't go as far as to say I do believe that, but I think there's a real possibility that we actually do reveal the mastermind in Chapter 1. Where the game goes from there, I have no idea, but I actually... Because like I said, I feel like this game is really going to throw all the norms of Danganronpa on its head, and it's going to just be... While also doing a metric... not even metric, a seismic fuckton of fake-outs. And now the class trial has begun! As things progress during each class trial... Ooh, that looks good. Non-stop debates will occur. Oh, that's actually convenient. I mean, I'm using a PS5 controller, but... Okay, let's see. So Circle is going to fast-forward argument and confirm truth bullet. Triangle's going to shoot truth bullet. Oh, sorry, no. Circle's fast-forward argument. Square to confirm truth bullet. Triangle to shoot truth bullets. I think those sound about the same. We could double check the controls, move the reticle, all that. Yeah, I'll figure out the specifics of, that. And then truth cylinder. I can't tell if that's supposed to be L1 or L2, and if focus is R1 or R2, but I'll figure that out. That's fine. That's nice, though. I like that they did that. During non-stop debates, characters will speak one after another without pause. So this, I mean... The graphics are obviously a lot different, but it looks like this is exactly the same so far. They might add more to it beyond just like the white noise and we're gonna have agreement points as well, of course, because that's all stuff that was added in. The white noise was in DR1. The agree points was a DR2 thing. It's up to you to unearth any lies or contradictions in their statements. You'll have to use the truth bullets you gathered to refute what they say. Any relevant truth bullets you found during the investigation will be loaded in the truth cylinder. Yeah. Aim for the... Yeah. We know. Yep. But remember, you might not be able to refute them all, and you have to use the right truth bullet. Yeah. We know how to play this. This is the classic, like, Ace Attorney, Danganronpa, like, bare bones kind of deal, basically. Oh, I almost forgot the new element! During the trial, you concentrate to make time slow down. I don't think that's a new element. Am I going crazy? Focus? This will also reveal a small red dot with weak spots called the V point. Okay, here's the new element. If you hit that with the correct truth bullet, you'll get an awesome V counter. Bullseye. V counters really improve your score and the number of monocoins you earn, so try that out. Okay. I'll try it. Yep. All right, here we go. Here we go. Oh, whoa. Oh, whoa, that was freaky. That was kind of cool. All right, the
Rantaro's body was found just before the time limit, right?
He was killed in the library.
Rantaro was alone in the library. The culprit could have snuck up on him.
What was he even doing in the library anyway?
He was opening that moving bookcase for one reason. Because he knew about the hidden door.
Okay.
That means Rantaro was masterminding this whole thing.
Yep. I got it.
Rantaro's body.
He was killed in the library.
Yeah, he was killed in the library. That's not a contradiction.
What was he even doing in the library anyway? He was opening that moving bookcase for one reason.
I really like the graphics here. This is really cool.
That means Rantaro was masterminding this whole thing.
Oh, did I? Oh, sorry. God damn it. I already fucked up.
Rantaro's body was found.
Sorry. God damn it. Wow. First one I fucked up. And I literally fucked up because I forgot to change the truth bullet. I was kind of taken aback by all the cool graphics. The visuals of this are so cool.
That means Rantaro was masterminding this whole thing.
Yep. There we go.
No, that's wrong.
Veni, vidi, vici. Perform a V refute, V agree, or V lie. Okay.
Wait a minute.
Just according to Rampa.
Rantaro was the mastermind.
Huh? Why?
Yeah, because he didn't have the key card for the door.
Because Rantaro didn't have the card key to open the hidden door.
I literally messed that up because I forgot to change it to the right truth bullet because I was so enamored by the graphics. The graphics in general for this game are really cool, but the class trial graphics are superb.
You'd think the mastermind would have that card key on him, right?
Because I would say DR2, DR1 are pretty similar. Like, DR2's looked cool, and they were, an upgrade, but this is a whole nother level. Like, you could tell the years that have passed, and also obviously the bigger budget and all the different things that have made this game look cooler.
Perhaps the culprit took the card key after killing Rantaro.
But none of the pictures show Rantaro holding the card key. So I don't really think he had the key at all.
Yeah, that makes the most sense. He knew about the door, much like Shuichi and Kaede, but he didn't have a card, much like Shuichi and Kaede.
Also, if the mastermind had died there, this killing game would have already ended.
Not guaranteed, but logical. That is a logical next step. I love how, like, the camera, when it catches a character, whatever angle it's looking the character, the HUD with the dialogue and stuff is also, like, tilted in the same way as the camera shot. It's very... it has a very dynamic feel to it.
You are correct. The possibility of him being the mastermind is quite low.
Then how Rantaro know about hidden door?
Well, I mean, we found it too.
Maybe he stumbled across it in the library. You know, like how Shuichi did?
Or maybe the mastermind told him about it.
Honestly, very possible.
What? Why would the mastermind tell him that?
Because he was working for him?
To lure Rantaro to the library and kill him.
That's also possible. I was thinking because Rantaro was working for the mastermind, but... Ryoma could, it's possible.
Does that mean the culprit and the mastermind are one and the same?
It's possible.
That does seem plausible.
I actually think it's unlikely, but it's possible.
It's very likely the mastermind knew about Kaede and Shuichi's trap.
Almost certainly.
The mastermind knew about our trap this whole time?
Most likely.
This case may have become the perfect crime thanks to your hidden cameras. The mastermind knew about your trap and exploited it to commit their crime.
Yep. That's one of the things that will point this towards Miyu. Because we know Miyu knew about the cameras.
So after the mastermind lured Rantaro and murdered his ass, they used Kaede and Puichi's hidden cameras to arrange the perfect crime.
I actually kind of like Kaede. I don't know why, but that actually is kind of funny. Puichi is just stupid.
Did they really take advantage of our trap, though?
Possible. I mean, it could be a total coincidence, and the person that committed the murder committed it in a way, like I said, like if it was Gonta, for example, they committed it without ever knowing how well it played into Kaede and Shuichi's hidden cameras, or it could be someone like Miyu, and they used it to their advantage.
Is this really the perfect crime? Are we in an unsolvable mystery?
I kind of doubt that, given it's the first case of the game, but we are going to cook.
I guess this is a dead end.
Wait, don't give up that easily. We already know the culprit is the mastermind.
No, we don't, Kaede.
We gotta work together to find the mastermind. Then we can end this killing game.
I agree with that statement, but I do not agree with your previous statement, girl.
You yap about teamwork and all that, but you still think one of us is the mastermind.
Kokichi calling out the contradiction, even though I still agree with what she said.
Yes, and I know that's a horrible thought. But that's why I want to end all the terrible things happening to us.
Good response.
I'll defeat the mastermind and end this dumb killing game.
God, she really does sound like a late-stage Danganronpa protagonist. And it's really weird to see that from a Danganronpa protagonist this early in the game.
I'll even use this class trial to do that.
Oh?
Kaede.
Wow. Looks like you're determined to face even a cold, hard truth.
Dude, I really like Kokichi. He's great. He's got the presence and charisma that you need for like a character like his.
Then here it comes. The cold, hard truth.
Okay, what's bro cooking?
Huh?
I already figured out who killed Rantaro.
Okay, here we go. The first accusation. Is it Gonta, is it Miyu, or is it Ryoma?
What?
Monokuma.
Why are you surprised?
'Cause if he's right, that would make this the fastest class trial to date.
Are you saying that because it's the first one, or is this a reference to the class trials from the era of Danganronpa? See, it's interesting, right? Depending on what the mastermind is, there's a decent chance that the mastermind doesn't even know about the events of Danganronpa 2, but that this would be in some way, shape, or form based on the events of Danganronpa 1, so they would at least know about those class trials.
How fast was the previous record anyway?
Real fast, let me tell you.
What?
He was like a leaf on the wind.
Who's he?
Oh yeah, I guess now he's one with the wind.
Is that a reference?
Yeah, I think about him this time of year too.
Who the hell are we talking about?
The way he soared through the enemy fleet, oh, badass! Just to die like a little punk.
Okay, just random nonsense.
Shut it, you weirdos! This is an important conversation.
I agree with Kaito, but I actually don't mind the Monokubs. I've actually liked them quite a bit for the most part.
Kokichi, are you serious about knowing who the culprit is?
I do think we're gonna get a Monodam line though before the chapter's over, because I'm expecting Monodam to have like one line a chapter, because we had a Monodam line at the end of the prologue.
Yup. So, we all agree that the culprit knew about Kaede and Shuichi's trap, right?
He's gonna accuse Miyu?
No shit! That's why they're not in any of the pictures. So who is it?
So whoever knew about the hidden cameras is the culprit.
So who the hell is it?
Oh, yeah.
It's you!
There it is. Okay, we're accusing Miyu first.
What?
What? I love it.
You made the cameras used for the trap, right?
She can't, well, I mean, she modified them, yes.
Obviously, whoever made the cameras knew about the blind spots.
I don't think we actually ever told her where we were putting the cameras specifically.
Before breakfast was the only time someone would be able to sneak by.
What the hell brought this on all of a sudden? I just designed the cameras. I didn't know they'd get set up in the library.
By all accounts, that is true, based on the knowledge that we know.
If someone asked me to make cameras, I'd totally ask what they were for.
Technically, she did ask what they were for, but I don't think we ever told her specifically that they were going to be used in the library.
How come you never asked what the cameras were for, huh? Huh?
I'm waiting for her to go demon mode. Angie.
I pulled an all-nighter making them, and afterward just sort of passed out.
You're getting awfully worked up. Look at you. You're sweating.
He's such a good instigator. Oh, I love Kokichi.
I'm always wet.
I'm
just feeling extra sensitive, like these big boobs of mine.
Trying to use her sensuality to like deflect, but like this is in a different way than she's ever used it before, at least from what we've seen. Great line though.
For someone so aggressive, you're kind of a wimp, huh, Mew?
Yeah. Sumugi, I swear Sumugi said something like that before.
Come on, let me off the hook already. Do you want money? Is that it?
Damn, she really is a wimp.
Your pathetic excuses are consistent with those of a common male criminal.
Oh, Lord, Tenko. Please stop. I mean, it's funny, but... Everyone's starting to suspect Miyu, but... Is that really okay? So, I mean, the drone would be the only way that she could have pulled it off, as far as I can tell. Okay, from here on out, blue-colored weak spots will occur. Okay, these are truth. Oh, I love this. I love how they do this, where they, like, give you, in each of these, they, like, tell you, here are all the controls. Yeah, because these are the same controls, because this is for, this is still non-stop debate. It's just agreeing instead of, you know, instead of objection, it's, consent is what they called it in DR2, which is a little bit of a misnomer, but it's really funny. Agree points, yep. Yep, this is the same crap as in Danganronpa 2. Yep. A consent. It's still called a consent. Yep. You can also V consent. Okay, I'm going to try to V every time. Thanks for your time. Respectfully, System. In all caps. You know there's going to be some weird meta thing there. Non-stop debate, start! Alright. I'm not going to fuck this up again. I mean, I might get it wrong, but I'm not going to fuck it up again.
You're the culprit, aren't you, Mew?
No way! That's not possible!
Whoa, that's trippy.
So you knew nothing about the trap in the library?
I'm telling you, I had no idea. Not like it matters. Because I never went to the library, okay?
The person who made the cameras would have known their blind spots, too.
Yeah, well, I didn't make the cameras either.
Oh, well, obvious lie there, but... Yeah, she is indeed starting to dig herself deeper. Yep.
Why don't you just admit it already? You're the culprit, aren't you, Mew?
I believe it's...
No way!
Yeah, it's
that's not possible!
It's Korekio's account, because Kibo's account is just about Ryoma and himself.
I had no idea. Not like it matters. Because I never went to the library,
okay?
Oh, well, okay. I didn't get it, because I didn't realize it would keep stretching, but... I agree with that! Consent with Miyu! The best kind!
I don't think Mew went to the basement either. Right, Kyo?
Of course she didn't. Miyu was in the dining hall during the murder.
Yep, we can just go to Kyo. I have to get used to calling him Kyo, because, yeah, he does have one of those, like, Hina or Hero names where they shorten his name.
I saw her there while dining on what I thought would be my last supper.
The pasta on the menu tastes like a lonely old lady eating her grandkid's birthday cake.
I simultaneously do and don't want to know what that tastes like.
Don't feel bad for her. She got to eat her tasty grandkid on his birthday.
Wait, what?
That's too sad to make sense.
That's Pops for you.
Of course.
So there you have it. Mew's alibi.
Nice.
You fucking slug! Why didn't you say so earlier?
And now Mew's... Confident's the wrong word, but she's back to her quote-unquote normal self.
Good job, Kaede. Guess I shouldn't have judged you by your lackluster rack.
I still can't get over the fact that she's saying that about a girl who has, like, tied for the second biggest rack. Again, it is technically the girl with the biggest one, but it's still funny.
Gilgamesh-level condescension. But which Grail War are you from?
Yes! Thank you, Tsumugi, for referencing that game. The irony of this is that game this is literally being replaced by that game. That's wild.
Wow, another reference we don't get.
Damn!
You must be a hardcore loser.
Dude, that's a pretty popular series, okay? She's referenced a lot of stuff that I haven't got, but I'm gonna get Fate references. Well, some. There's actually probably a lot of Fate references I wouldn't get. Full Metal Alchemist references I'll probably get. Like, you know, we win some, we lose some here, but Fate's a really popular series, especially in Japan.
Oh, sorry. Sometimes my hobbies just sort of slip in.
We know, and we love you.
Hey, don't be acting all cocky, Kokichi. You put my ass in the hot seat earlier.
That's what Kokichi's gonna do. It feels like he's kind of taking up his kind of take on a Togami role for the trials. Definitely a little bit of a Byakuya Nagito kind of like instigation kind of role.
How about you just keep your fucking mouth shut, you lying little abortion?
Jesus!
What? That was really uncalled for.
Oh, I love him.
I only said that to find the culprit.
And then he goes into his crocodile tears. It's so good.
You're so mean!
Oh, that was some good voice acting.
Hey, I feel a lot better now.
I love it.
Cool your jets, kid.
Jesus Christ, bro. Your voice couldn't get deeper if you tried.
Tsumugi and Kirumi were both in the dining hall as well.
And now mentioning that our cosplayer and maid are similarly theoretically cleared.
We can dismiss those four as potential culprits if they were together the entire time.
Theoretically, but I will say we actually don't have the drone as a... Interestingly enough, we actually don't have the drone as a truth bullet, so maybe we are just done accusing Miyu at this point and just throwing those four out.
No, not the entire time.
Okay, yeah.
At one point, Tsumugi went to the restroom.
This is where we're going to bring up her cospox.
Oh, so you brought that up after all. It's true. I went to the restroom closest to the dining hall.
Oh? Did I hear that right? The restroom, you say?
Where are you going with this, Monokuma?
Excellent! I was waiting for this moment. I'm getting so excited right now!
I'm scared. What the hell are you cooking up, Bear?
Ew! Why?
You know, you're one to talk. You really are one to talk, Tenko, but honestly kind of appropriate reaction here.
Did you take a firm dump? Or was it a soft one?
Oh my god.
Why are you assuming she was dropping a deuce in there?
I was gonna say, she didn't say anything about number 1 or number 2.
But I really did just go to the restroom, not the basement, you know? Also, I don't think I was there long enough to be suspicious, right?
You're the ultimate cosplayer, though.
Yeah, we're gonna bring up Cospox.
You could have just disguised yourself as someone else while you were out.
Yeah, we already had that thought. Kaede already thought of that.
Disguised? No, I don't do disguises.
I don't think that's possible, and I know the reason why.
Intense shoulder pain, sudden stomach ache. It's Cospox.
I get it.
I get it.
Tsumugi can only cosplay as fictional characters.
So far, her callouts are kind of eh. So far, I'd say Hajime has the best like callout so far, but we'll see. We'll see what her other ones are.
That's what cosplay is supposed to be in the first place.
Well, yeah, like she said, one's cosplay and one's impersonation.
Lately, some people prefer to cosplay as non-fictional characters, which is unforgivable.
Again, like she said, that's not like you could argue that that's not really cosplay, but then you know, I guess it's a malleable definition.
It's so unforgivable that I break out in cospox if I even attempt it.
Nice, that's so great.
Yeah, the cospox was pretty gross.
I see. If that's the case, then there's no way you could have been in disguise.
She can make disguises, but not, you know, the problem is she doesn't actually know that we're fictional characters.
Sorry about that, Tsumugi. I just thought it was something to check.
Oh no, it's fine. I'm not bothered by it at all.
She actually seems pretty headstrong. I actually am, like, Tsumugi's a character that, like, obviously, oh, she's, like, the nerd, and she makes all the, like, manga and video game and anime references. It's like, of course I'd love her. But actually, like, my first impressions was that, okay, yeah, that's cool, but she's kind of basic. But I will admit, she's very quickly growing on me. And as much as I want to be, as much as I want to be a little contrarian here, she's really cool. I do like her.
Aw, Tsumugi is so nice. She's way better than Mew.
She is nice. It's definitely nicer than Mew, but I don't know if she's better, honestly. Mew is pretty great in her own way.
Well, fuck you too.
I do like the budding feud between Kokichi and Mew, though.
Getting back on topic, we now have alibis for the people in the dining hall.
I'm sure Kokichi will make a lot more enemies even just by the end of this first class trial.
So we know that Kirumi, Tsumugi, Mew, and Kyo can't be the culprit.
I'm curious to see Maki and what she does in this trial.
Congratulations to the 4 of you. You can all leave now.
No, that's not how this works.
Huh? Can they?
No.
So what about the swines who went to the basement? They're all suspicious, right?
That's about half of the,
Which of us went to the basement?
Well, when Shuichi and I were on lookout, we saw...
Yeah, they are.
Kaito, Gonta, Maki, Tenko, Himiko, Angie, and Rantaro. So 7 people in total.
And 7 suspects, because it's not... There is a non-0% chance that Rantaro is the killer. I think it's very unlikely, but I'm not ruling it out.
So the culprit is among those 7?
Not necessarily.
Ha! But of course!
Why are you laughing? That includes you too!
Excluding Rantaro, one of the 6 people who headed to the basement... No, Ryoma could have done it. Is the mastermind of this killing game? Like, I don't think it's Ryoma, but Ryoma and Kibo have no alibi. I don't know how they would have did it, especially with the vent seemingly being a non-option, but I can't rule them out anyways. I mean, theoretically, Kibo either, for that matter. Neither of them have alibis. Person who's making us endure all these terrible things?
Why not torture the truth out of them? It would be the quickest method.
Of course you think like that, Kyo.
Wait, please! No torture! My tolerance for pain is actually really, really low.
Weirdly, I feel like that tracks, weirdly enough.
I'll tell you everything! Anything! Just please don't hurt me!
Aw. Another wimp. Ironically, given that she's the Aikido girl.
Please just tell us what happened.
If the culprit is among that group, then wouldn't Maki be the most suspicious?
Oh?
Just look at her. She could definitely kill someone.
I feel like that's very, like, that's a little, like, you know, typecasting. I don't even know the best way to put that, but Kokichi's not wrong. Maki does look, like, scary.
Stop being so stupid. The culprit could easily be anyone, like Kaito.
What are you talking about?
Oh my God.
No way I'm the culprit.
That face is incredible.
Who's the culprit? Who?
Oh, we'll get there, girl.
Gonta is gentleman. Gentlemen not hurt people.
It's not me either. Murder sounds like way too much work.
Yes, I believe that you believe that, but no matter how cute you are, I'm not ruling you out as a potential murderer now or in the future.
I have an alibi.
Oh?
Who's the culprit, for fuck's sake?
Calm down, Miyu.
We need to calm down.
Yes, exactly.
If everyone talks all at once, then we can't discuss anything.
Oh, is this gonna be that, I forget what it's called already. Are we about to
It's
get...
alright, Kaede. We just need to listen to everyone's statements. You can do this, right?
Apparently. Listen to everyone's statements? That's right, I can pick out everyone's voices as they talk over each other. Oh boy, here we go.
I only went because I was invited. Why don't you ask the shady guy who invited me?
It was Kaito that invited her. That is why Maki threw out Kaito's name.
What? You mean me? But I just said it wasn't me.
Don't thrust the blame on me! You degenerate males and your thrusting! Ugh.
Not our thrusting.
Not a bad girl, really.
What?
If you don't believe me, ask my mommy.
That's a crazy thing to say right after what Tenko said. Himiko, chill, girl.
Really? I have an alibi.
Okay.
I'm not the culprit, too.
What the fuck is this? I'm so scared. Oh no, all three people are talking at once. I'm already terrified. Everyone is clamoring to prove their innocence. There's a panic in the courtroom. Okay, so this is the mass panic debate. Good. Well, I'm glad to see the mass panic debate is not a panic talk action or bullet time battle. I will like get on my knees and blow Kadaka right now if there's no equivalent to the bullet time battle or panic talk action in this game. Like, I will be so excited. All right, I'm going to get thrown into a mass panic debate. I'm excited for this. The first new gameplay feature, and it looks like there's a ton that we're going to be introduced to. The crazy thing is we might not get all of them in this trial. It took a while in DR2. It was like halfway through the game before we got all the new mechanics in DR2. Oh, that's cool. During the mass panic debates, 3 debates will happen at the same time. But remain calm. It's just like a non-stop debate. Any control differences, it looks like, no, it's all the same. You're just hearing triple the opinion. Simple, right? Aim at the conversation you really want to hear and concentrate to listen more clearly. Sort through everyone's opinions, find the lie or contradiction, and refute it. You can also use, yep, V-counter, yep. Sorry to take up your time, but thanks for being a sport about it. Nice. All right, here we go. So I wonder if it's always going to be... I wonder if these are always going to be 3 people talking at once. Receiver...
I have an alibi. A little bit suspicious.
Oh, this is horrifying.
Because Atua is always watching in the basement.
A true Aikido master
Atua?
would never do
Who's
something
that
so
talking
about
dishonorable.
me?
Okay.
Punching
We're
is
having a
permitted.
strategy meeting together, remember?
Two is gone.
The one who left in the middle of
That person. Robot? Like Kibo?
None of us there could have killed
No
him.
god, but Atua.
Okay, so, wait. Yeah.
I'll prove
I
my
have an
innocence to you
alibi.
guys.
A little bit suspicious.
I would never punch a
Because
foe from
Atua
behind.
is always watching.
Okay, so Maki's account... Okay. Rentaro, Maki, Kaito, Tenko, Angie, Himiko, Gonta. Gonta locked himself in the AV room, that's 6. Rantaro went to the bathroom, ended up dead, that's 5. Kaito and Tenko went to get Rantaro. So I assume Maki's account's the... it's got to be Maki's account, right?
Who's that talking about me?
Yep.
Punching
We're
is
having a
permitted.
strategy meeting together, remember? Rentaro's the...
I hear it.
I hear it! Nice! Break all the arguments. Cool.
Wait a minute, Kaito. Wasn't there someone else who disappeared other than Rantaro?
That feature's cool. It's a mess, but it's cool. I like that I like that in the sense that like a class trial like this could get chaotic. I like how that kind of imitates the realism, and I think that feature is a nice kind of addition to the nonstop debates. I think that's cool. I assume those are going to get psychotic later, but I like it. My initial impressions, those could get insane, because right now it's 3 people. What if it becomes 7 people? I don't know if they'd actually do that, but...
Gonta also left during the strategy meeting.
Yeah.
Yeah, he locked himself up in the AV room and...
Yep, now we're going to get to Gonta.
Hey, wait a sec. Idiot!
Yeah, get cooked, dude. Maki's not a fan of you.
Is that right, Gonta?
Yes. Gonta watched Bug Movie to fill Gonta with fight, so Gonta can fight Monokuma.
Were you trying to imagine yourself as a huge mantis with swords for hands?
I don't know the reference, but that sounds sick.
Oh, come on! How is looking at bugs supposed to put you in a fighting mood?
He's literally the bug guy, bro.
Ah, terrible idea. Like putting ketchup on a hot dog.
I'm actually not a giant fan of ketchup on a hot dog, but it's not a terrible idea. Like, I could certainly eat a hot dog with ketchup on it, but I'm not a big hot dog person anyways. I like hot links, I like brats. Those are usually my sausages of choice.
But why did you lock the door?
'Cause Gonta need focus. Hmm? Everyone suspect Gonta? Why?
I'm actually slightly worried about you, but we'll see.
Because you don't have an alibi.
Oh, Gonta just need alibi? Okay, Gonta will get alibi. Just tell Gonta where to find it.
It doesn't quite work like that, bro.
The way this debate is going, this will be difficult to refute.
Maki is actually coming off a little less aggressive in the trial. She's actually coming off... She's kind of come off as like a little bit of a bitch. And I'm not actually getting a lot of those vibes now that we're getting to hear her, like, actually hear her talk. And, like, her dialogue's been a little... I don't know. It's interesting.
What will you do? Without an alibi, we'll all choose you.
Again, like I said, Kibo and Ryoma don't have alibis either.
Gonta, please understand that in order to reveal the truth, you must also participate.
But Gonta not sure where to start.
You just have to tell everyone why you couldn't have done it.
Sure.
If you're not the culprit and we all vote for you, then we're dead too. Our lives are riding on your word. You got this.
I like how Ryoma uses, like, I feel like that line doesn't quite match that face, but it's just like, you understand how fucking serious this is, right, Gonta?
Okay, Gonta will try, for everyone's sake.
Let's do it.
Fight, Gonta! Fight! Fight! Fight!
I can't decide if she's the greatest thing ever, or if I'm not a fan.
Cut it out, you fucking bobblehead!
I was not expecting that insult of all things. This debate is getting loud and heated, but if I just focus on everyone's voice, and hopefully we can expose the mastermind. I love that sprite. I love how determined it is when Kaede makes that face. How determined she looks. All right, regular nonstop. Yep. Here we go. All right, we're up to 5 now.
Gonta not culprit!
That's useless.
'Cause to leave AV room, Gonta must walk through game room where friends are.
Not necessarily.
To even reach hallway.
Not true,
If
technically.
you can't get to the hallway, you can't go to the library.
AV
Yeah,
room's
he
got
couldn't
more than
have.
one entrance, though.
He couldn't have moved the sliding
There should have been
door.
a door facing the hallway too.
But there is
the sliding door across from
Yeah.
the rear entrance, correct?
With that sliding door,
Oh,
you can quickly go in and out of the library.
not exactly.
Then he got past the camera somehow
Nope.
and killed Rantaro. Well, that's settled. Let's go home.
That's such a flimsy
Is
argument.
not settled? Gonta not culprit!
Yeah, that's such a flimsy argument.
Gonta not culprit! 'Cause to leave AV room, Gonta must walk through game room where friends are. To even reach hallway.
If you can't get to the hallway, you can't go to the library.
AV room's got
more than one entrance, though.
There should have been a
Door facing the hallway, too.
The sliding door
Across from the rear entrance, correct?
With that sliding
Door.
Was that?
you can quickly go in and out of the library.
Then he...
Okay, that was the only one. Okay. I was wondering if there was another one, but yeah, no, it's just, yeah, okay. I don't like that
Gonta
the...
not culprit!
Because to leave AV room, Gonta must walk through game room where friends are. To even reach hallway.
Yeah.
You can't go to the library. AV room's got more than one entrance, though. There should have been a door facing the hallway, too. The sliding door across from the rear entrance, correct?
With that
Sliding door.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, for fuck's sake.
You can quickly go in and out of the...
Oh, kill me now. Wasting so much time here. I thought it was gonna keep moving and then it stopped moving.
Gonta, not culprit.
I mean, maybe it should just be Gonta, not culprit, but it's definitely the sliding door one. I don't...
AV room's got more than one entrance, though. There should have been a door facing
I love the sound of these sped up voices.
Correct?
With that...
Sliding door.
Oh, whatever, that works.
No, that's wrong.
That's fine. I'll wait for her to say a line first.
It's not possible to use the sliding door.
I don't like that the contradiction was just with that sliding door. Like, I wish that statement and the following statement she had was all one statement. So, I think that, yeah, that's just nitpicking, though.
You saying I'm wrong? You got a lot of ass to be contradicting me.
Does Kaede have a lot of ass? I really can't tell, to be honest. She probably does, to be honest.
Did you mean to say sass? I think you left out an S.
I don't know if she did.
The sliding door always jams. You're only able to open it a crack.
So this is not necessarily a guarantee that Gonta didn't do it, because theoretically he could have pulled a Leon and threw the shot put ball through that and then through the other door, and it could have flew into Rantaro's head. But I don't... Again, the point is, Gonta... By all accounts, Gonta couldn't have entered the room. That doesn't mean he can't be the killer, but by all accounts, he couldn't have entered the room. We'll see if we bring that
The only part of
up.
your body that would be able to go through is your arm.
Or a shot put ball.
And there was no indication of the door being forced. There was dust on the track.
Yep, dust is a big factor in this chapter.
In other words, the chance they came out the sliding door is 0.
Yes. That is a true statement.
I see. So, I made a mistake. How rare.
I don't know why. I actually kind of really love Miyu.
It's not that rare for you to make a mistake.
Whoa!
Your entire existence is a mistake.
Oh my god, dude. Kokichi. Dude, I'm kind of living for Kokichi shitting on Miyu. This is actually kind of peak.
Vicious little...
Because I will say, like, I don't know. I actually am struggling to read whether Miyu's would be a really popular character or not. Probably. But Kokichi for sure, dude. Kokichi's goated, and like Miyu, I really like Miyu. Unfortunately, I can't help myself. Like, she's great.
If Gonta couldn't use the sliding door, then in order to get to the library...
You'd have to go through the game room, but I didn't see him at all.
See? Gonta tell you he not culprit.
Oh, Gonta's so excited about that.
No, we cannot confirm that just yet.
Yeah, Karumi's one of the smart ones. She's going to bring up the possibility that I have been talking about. Now, I think it's coming up early enough to where it's probably not what happened, but it is interesting. It is an interesting theory nonetheless.
My apologies, Gonta. I do not mean to put you on the spot like this, but because I promised to do my best, I will fulfill that responsibility. Are you saying Gonta could still be the culprit?
So we are bringing this up now, which I think actually lends itself better for Gonta. If this didn't get brought up, I'd be a little more nervous, but I feel like the fact that we're getting it out of the way, theoretically relatively early in the trial, is probably a good sign, especially when there's a lot of evidence that hasn't come up yet.
There is the possibility that Gonta killed Rantaro from the AV room.
Yep.
From the AV room? How?
Oh, I didn't know that was a possibility.
We know he could throw a shot put ball like that.
Not only could he have killed Rantaro from the AV room, but also he would not appear in any of the pictures from the cameras placed in the library.
Nice to see Karumi cooking, though.
Whoa, perfect! But wait, then how did Gonta kill him? Well, it's obvious to this glamorous girl genius.
Oh my god.
But maybe explain for these dimwits.
I love you, Miyu. Never change. Maybe actually change, but I don't know. I'm debating.
First, I will explain the layouts of both the AV room and the library.
Yep. Here we go. Yep.
The sliding door in the AV room faces the rear door of the library.
Yep, it's just a straight shot. Theoretically, it's just a straight shot given where Rantaro died.
Because of this, It is possible for Gonta to have killed Rantaro while he was in the AV room.
But how, though?
In order for the murder to take place, the rear door of the library must be opened.
Oh, wait a sec. Isn't that impossible?
Not necessarily, because we know Rantaro opened it to get in.
The AV room's sliding door doesn't open, so you can't get into the hallway.
No, it just needs to be open that crack.
If you cannot enter the hallway, how would you open the rear door to the library?
Rantaro did it.
Although you cannot fit your whole body through the sliding door, an arm would suffice. It would be possible if you used a particular item. in the AV room.
It's the projector, right? A particular item in the AV room, the rolled up projector. Yeah.
I get it.
Yep.
Is it the projector screen?
Yep.
That is correct. You can make a long pole if you roll up the screen.
Easy money.
It would be possible to reach the library door with it.
Let's go.
If you use the rolled up screen to reach the library's rear door...
I love how I was just thinking Rantaro didn't close the door, but this is also an option, theoretically.
Then you can open it.
Theoretically.
The screen itself is quite heavy, but that would not have been a problem for Gonta.
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem for Gonta.
Gonta agreeing.
Oh my. How honest.
It's true, though. No point in denying it, really.
If you open the library door, the camera would take your picture.
Actually, the camera wouldn't be triggered just by opening the door.
Shuichi and Kaede's pictures were like that as well. The shutter only went off once someone set foot into the room.
Sure.
Okay, so it was possible to open the library door, but where does that get us?
Otherwise, the pictures would have been taken. We wouldn't have been as far in as we were.
Gonta still couldn't have gotten from the AV room to the library.
He didn't need to.
Gonta did not enter the library. He killed Rantaro while he was still in the AV room.
I mean, this was the best theory I had, but I don't think... It's Gonta. Like, there's no shot, right? Like, I feel like Gonta's a character that's probably gonna get killed. If Gonta killed Rantaro in the library while he was still in the AV room, then...
So does that mean Gonta threw the shot put ball?
Makes sense.
Wait, I say! Why would anyone do something so crazy like throw a... Wait, that's actually not crazy
Oh my
at all.
god, that face.
Throwing a shot put ball is totally normal.
Dude, you could... I bet the artist had way too much fun on making Tenko's facial designs.
Yes. The act of throwing a shot put ball could lead one to use it as a weapon.
Absolutely.
Even if a person couldn't fit through the space, a shot put ball certainly would.
Yep.
Rantaro's body was across from the AV room sliding door as well.
Yeah, it's a straight shot. I mean, you still have to actually make the shot. And it's not an easy... That's not easy. As somebody who used to play baseball, I mean, not that it's that comparable, because a shot put ball is so much heavy, but... Given how stupidly strong Gonta is, a shot put ball probably is like a baseball to him. That throw is not an easy throw to make, but, I mean, especially if you're not, like if you don't have, like, actual experience in throwing balls in some form or fashion. You know, as somebody who, like I said, played a lot of, left side of the infield and outfield, make a lot of relatively long distance throws. That's not an easy throw. I feel like that's a decent distance. I don't know exactly how far the distance is. Obviously, we never had to doubt the throw that that Leon made with the Hero's clairvoyance ball, whatever. Crystal ball, whatever it was, because it was literally the ultimate baseball player. But this throw, I mean, Gonta, as strong as he is, he has to be accurate in this throw, and I don't know how far this distance is between the edge of the AV room and that back corner of the library.
As long as the rear door of the library was open, he would have been able to hit the victim.
There is the matter of actually making the throw, though. Like, obviously he has the strength to do it, but does he have the accuracy to do that?
That's quite the distance.
There you go, Ryoma, right on it with that. You know, I mean, maybe not a baseball guy, but a tennis guy. He understands distances and, you know, accuracy and stuff. Tennis, my other love, the other sport that, man, I need to find some people and like get out and play some tennis. Like, tennis is so much fun to play. For anyone who's never played tennis, it is one of the most fun sports to just play with your boyfriend or your girlfriend or like your friends or just whoever you have around that's like willing to do it. I guarantee you it's so much fun. I'd recommend indoors or at night though, because it, you know, the sun is our enemy. But if you have a place.
Shot put ball was pretty heavy.
Well, the heavy, I'm not worried about the heavy element with Gonta.
Did you forget already? Gonta easily picked up the heavy manhole cover.
Yes, but I think Ryoma's counterpoint's a lot more relevant.
It would definitely be feasible for him to throw a shot put ball at his target.
Feasible, but like, what if he missed?
Yep. A walking, talking Roomba can't compare to a mighty beast like Gonta.
I don't even know what you mean by that. Like, is Rantaro supposed to be a Roomba? Like, what does that even mean?
That Roomba remark is probably not about me, as I have a variety of custodial functions.
Yeah, of course it's a Kibo comment, because Kokichi hates Kibo because he's such a disappointing robot.
Well, Gonta, can you throw a shot put ball from that distance?
Or not a robot at all, most likely.
Yes, probably.
Yes, he can throw a shot put ball from that distance. It's about the accuracy of whacking him in the head.
You're too honest, Gonta.
Like, I feel like we're underselling the idea of whether or not he would hit, and you only get one shot. Like, there's so many layers to the idea that, like, would he have actually hit his target? And even if he hit Rantaro, would he have, you know, the fact that he nailed him in the head, like, that's like the bullseye shot.
You're so cool, Gonta. You could be the ultimate shot putter.
The crazy thing is he probably could.
Well, I've heard enough. Gonta's the culprit.
Yeah, I don't know about all that, girl. Even though this was my best theory, I just can't. Like, the only way Gonta did it is if he got brainwashed.
Wait! Gonta never hurt anyone! Not even insect! Gonta telling truth! Gentlemen never tell lies!
Well, there you have it. What do you guys think?
I would like to believe him, but without evidence, we cannot.
I like that Kyo framed it like that, because I think, you know, because Kyo is all about, like, studying, like, humanity, basically. And, like, I think, like, he really does, like, he genuinely feels like, Gonta is just like an honest potato that wouldn't lie, but he also concedes that we do need, you know, evidence. But it goes both ways. We have come up with a plausible method of murder for Gonta to have killed Rantaro, but we have no evidence that he did this. So it's all conjecture. If everyone is wrong, we'll never find the mastermind. I can't let that happen. I need to do my best to guide everyone to the right answer. Okay. Oh, it's just another nonstop? Yeah, okay.
So we agree, Gonta's the culprit.
I doubt it's the Monokuma file. I saw Kibo's account, which is just that Kibo and Ryoma. Korekio's account was that himself, Kurumi, Tsumugi, Miyu were in the dining hall. Miyu was working on her drone. Tsumugi went to the bathroom. I don't think that's relevant.
Gonta not culprit! Honest!
The receiver. Okay.
Typical degenerate male excuse.
Rantaro's corpse in the AV room door do line up with one another.
Interesting. Oh, that's a cool
There
visual.
are no obstacles in the way.
If one opened the back door of the library...
Oh! Oh! Oh, 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 oh! Wait. I need this one. Yep. The door's in the way. Oh, that just clears them.
One could throw a shot and strike true.
Oh, that's just it. The door's in the way.
The average person could make that shot. But with superhuman strength like Gonta's, it's a different story.
I don't necessarily
Afterward,
agree.
To close the back door to the library, he would have used
Because you still have the
rolled-up
accuracy.
projector screen again.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's all there is to it.
I love all the graphics in this game. Yep. Because when we came in, the door closed. When Shuichi and Tenko, Kaito, Shuichi, and Kaede entered, the door closed as we were entering because it automatically closes after a set amount of time. But when the murder occurred, based on the pictures, the door was closed, which actually completely clears Gonta of any suspicion. I did not make that connection at all until like the game kind of nudged me.
So we agree, Gonta's the culprit.
Gonta not culprit, honest.
Rentaro's corpse and the do line up with one another. There are no obstacles
in the way.
No, that's wrong.
Yep. I like her. No, that's wrong. It's better. Like I said, like.
It would have been impossible for Gonta to have thrown that shot from the AV room.
Because I was never a big fan of like Makoto's voice work, which is so crazy because I think Bryce like completely just murders Nagito. Like Nagito has some of the best voicing of the entire franchise. Well, I do think Kaede's voicing is really good. I do like Hajime's kind of like objection kind of voice clips more than Kaede's.
Because there was an obstacle between Rentaro and Gonta.
But I like Kaede in general, like as a character, more than I liked Hajime early on. But, you know, we'll see where that goes.
Obstacle.
The moving bookcase. When Rantaro was killed, it should have been open.
That's a really clever contradiction.
Yup, that's our evidence. The bookcase door was open when he was killed.
So far, this case has been really crispy. Whoa, what the fuck? Yeah, okay. Where are the pictures? Jesus Christ, they're all the way at the bottom. Yep.
I get it.
Yep. I just wasn't prepared for that. And
It's in this picture. Here, look.
And the layout, like the HUD is so different that it's like, whoa, cool, new graphics. Like I want to take a time to praise the graphics, but I only have a minute to make a decision. Yep, there it is.
These two pictures were taken by the camera facing the moving bookcase.
Interesting. So I'm actually a little surprised because this reminds me of like an Ace Attorney thing. I didn't actually have to, when I choose the picture, we didn't have somebody speak up. It's like, oh, which of the two pictures? And then you have to pick between the two pictures. We didn't have anything like that happen there. It looks like when you pick the set of pictures, if it's the right answer, we will just immediately go to the picture that's relevant.
These photos were taken moments before Rantaro was killed.
Yep.
The bookcase door is completely open here, and then it closes automatically.
Yep. Love it.
So by the time we entered the library, the door had already closed itself. Before Rantaro was killed, the bookcase door was open. Even if Gonta did throw the shot, it would have hit the bookcase instead.
Sure.
I see. Well, that pretty much shuts the book on that theory, then.
Yeah, if anything, it pretty much clears Gonta entirely, which is interesting. Theoretically, if we go by their argument, we've already cleared almost half of the cast.
If that's true, then there's no possibility that Gonta is the culprit.
Yeah, it goes from him looking suspicious to him being, like, completely in the clear.
What? Why are you making this so complicated? Just be the culprit already.
Oh my god. Kokichi's another person who has no alibi, so it'll be interesting to see what happens when he's potentially cornered. But I don't know what the only argument I feel like we have for Kokichi is no alibi. I don't think we really have any other argument, but he is a contender for the mastermind, though, on the whole fact that he's like everything about him screams it. He's literally telling us, but it's like we don't believe his lies because he's a bullshitter. But then it's like, no, I've actually been telling you the truth the whole time. And it's like, haha, gotcha. I could see this game doing that.
Sorry.
I don't think you need to apologize.
Yeah, that's right. A man shouldn't apologize so easily.
Dude, I got my, when we're not actually doing it, like in these moments where they're just talking, I got like my pen in my left hand, and and I got my controller in my right hand. I'm like so locked in right now.
I should be the one to apologize. I am sorry for accusing you, Gonta.
No, Gonta understand. 'Cause we gotta find culprit.
Well said. For a degenerate male, you're actually pretty reasonable.
I take that as an absolute win. We just take the praise. You know, Tenko giving praise to a dude. We gotta just take our W's where we can get them.
Ugh, I hate this sentimental crap.
Yeah, don't worry, Monokuma. We're slowly but surely, we're maybe getting somewhere.
Why's that? It's nice when everyone gets along like this.
Nice to see that Himiko's into the sentimental crap, as Monokuma so eloquently put it.
Are you stupid or something? I can't stand people having a good time.
That does explain a lot.
Daddy is too evil to feel ashamed for being evil.
Weirdly enough, that was actually right on the money.
We could learn a lot from him.
Nice.
Don't mind me. I'm not actually taking notes. I'm placing bets on racehorses.
As long as they're not anime girls. I know there's that the freaking anime horse girl game is like I don't know if that's even still popular. I don't know if that's like incredibly popular still, or if that trend. At the time I'm recording this, it's been out for like, I want to say a month. So again, it'll probably be, it might not even be relevant at all by the time this comes out, but it's funny to me because I know that a lot of people have been playing that.
Oh, I'm jonesing for a leaf. I need a raccoon tail to chase my dragon.
What? I assume that's like a joke about getting high, but I need a raccoon tail? I don't know what that means.
It's good that Gonta's in the clear, but don't break out the confetti just yet.
Yeah, I mean, I guess technically we've gotten closer to again, by theoretically eliminating Gonta, we are one step closer, but we have a long way to go.
We're out of suspects now. On top of that, we still don't even know how Rantaro died.
I mean, it was most likely a shot put ball to the head. It's actually not a guarantee. It was blunt force trauma that we don't know for sure that the shot put ball was the murder weapon, but by all accounts that seems to be. But where did it come from? Did it come from above? Did it come from behind him? You know, we don't know that. I mean, it pretty much has to be one or the other. And yeah, like, all the methods of how the killer was in the room, were they even in the room? Like, all that shit is completely up in the air.
So we only know what the weapon is? How are we supposed to find the mastermind with that?
We technically don't know the weapon. We assume it's the shot put ball. There's no guarantee.
We know the murder weapon is the shot put ball. But where did the culprit get it?
The warehouse?
I think it was from the warehouse. I saw track and field equipment there.
Yeah, we specifically saw the shot put ball.
Then anyone would have been able to obtain it. We need more information.
What's wrong, Shuichi?
Huh? Oh, it's nothing.
Interesting. Oh?
Ah! How do we find this darn culprit now?
Shuichi being sus? Sasuichi?
Hey, culprit! Quit hiding! Just be a man and fess up already!
We don't even know if they're a guy or not, though, right?
Well, I mean, be a man and fess up. Technically, you could be a woman and fess up, yeah?
Or if they're even human.
I would guess they are most likely human.
Are you referring to me?
Oh, I guess that's fair.
Don't worry, you guys. We're one step closer to the truth, so don't give up.
That part's true. We did illuminating Gonta means we are one step closer.
Try to remember what happened. We can find more clues left by the mastermind.
Clues? What kind of clues?
Like, if Rantaro was deceived by the mastermind and went to the library, maybe somebody saw Rantaro having a suspicious conversation with someone.
Interesting.
It would be a good idea to figure out who knew about our trap. Either way, anything you guys remember might be able to help with the case.
Okay.
Yes. But are you sure the culprit is also the mastermind?
Not in the slightest.
Huh? Yeah, I think so. Why?
Then what Atua just told me about how the culprit entered the library is correct. Huh? I didn't hear anything. Oh, that's right. Only I can hear the voice of Atua. Then I will speak on Atua's behalf, as his prophet.
Okay. Let's hear
If
it.
the culprit is the mastermind, they could have entered the library while avoiding the cameras.
By entering through the other side of the secret door. They were already in the black and white door. They entered through there. Would that have not still triggered the cameras, though? Unless they mean using Monokuma, but we've already basically said that, I mean, we have to trust Monokuma's word on that, but that's a non-starter.
Are you serious? There's a way to do that?
Wouldn't that still trigger the camera, though? Maybe it wouldn't. I don't know. But she's saying entering through the black and white door. Because that's the thing. Rantaro opened the outside door, and then and then looked at the camera facing there. So theoretically, the killer could have popped out and done the deed, but I don't know where'd they go from there? Like, because they couldn't have... Well, I guess if they left... Okay, so if they entered the black and white door... They were inside that room. They opened the black and white door, kill Rantaro from behind. They left the black and white door open. They slip in the black and white door and close it from the inside. That wouldn't have messed with the card reader at all. And then the bookcase closes as Kaito, Tenko, Kaede, Shuichi enter. GG's? I guess that's what Angie's getting at, but if that's the case, who could that have even been?
Super serious, brother.
What the fuck? Super serious, brother.
Your Atua sounds like a shady weirdo.
Oh, was that supposed to be Atua speaking? Wait for the culprit to enter the library without being caught by the cameras. Is that really possible?
Atua says I should continue explaining on his behalf.
Sounds good, Angie.
Yeah, ha ha ha! Only Atua knows the truth behind this incident!
Okay. Alright, let's cook. What do we got? Another non-stop. Okay. Let's get it.
The culprit was hiding in the library the whole time.
Sure.
Before Kaede and Shuichi even placed the cameras.
Okay.
Where would they have hidden?
Inside the hidden door.
Yep.
So you're saying the culprit was lying in wait there?
If that's true, the suspects are those who were alone at the time of the incident.
Sure.
The only ones who didn't go to the dining hall or basement are
Kokichi and Kibo and Ryoma, right?
Yep.
I knew the culprit was a male.
Wow.
Yahaha! Behold Atua's divine logic.
That is awesome. I've never had to debate a god before. I can tell there's a contradiction, but I don't. Angie's noticed it. So I think it is going to be the card reader dust, just saying that, like, nobody's been in there for a while. So, like, I guess, yeah, like, given when he had placed it, I guess there's no window for them to have entered. Meaning nobody's actually been in there in a while.
The culprit was hiding in the library the whole time. Before Kaede and Shuichi...
I do want to check the front. I do want to check these. 4, 6. 13, wait. 7, 11, 15, and then Rantaro. It actually is the front entrance photos.
She even placed the cameras.
Where would they have hidden?
Inside the hidden door.
Wait, really? Wait, really? I was on the front entrance photos, right?
The culprit was hiding in the library the whole time.
Then I guess it is the card reader dust.
They and Shuichi.
Where
would they have hidden? Inside the hidden door.
Okay, I feel like my argument was actually pretty sound. I guess the hidden door could have led to some other hidden passage that allowed them to enter through the front.
Wait a minute, Angie. I don't think it was possible to hide in the hidden door.
But I actually think my argument was sound because everyone else ran through the front door to the crime scene. So whoever did it, well, I guess, yeah. So they had to find a way in and out theoretically. So again, we don't know the specifics of that black and white room and where it could potentially pop out to allow that person to then run in with everyone else. So I guess that argument doesn't necessarily work, or at the very least, there's a counter argument to that argument.
What? You dare challenge Atua?
Yes, she does.
I don't think the hidden door was ever used.
Yeah. Shuichi's, yeah. That's the most likely answer. Huh? The dust is still there. It looks like the card reader wasn't used. That means the mastermind didn't hide here. I mean, everyone's accounted for in the front entrance
While
photos.
investigating the mastermind, I placed dust on the card reader.
Yep.
If anyone swiped their card key, the dust would have fallen.
We already confirmed during the investigation that there was no dust on the floor.
Yep.
The bookcase hadn't been opened, so I doubt anyone was hiding in there.
Yep.
The fog has lifted.
Okay, Ryoma, here we go. Rebuttal showdown, it looks like. Yep.
You still got a ways to go.
Okay, is this going to be any different than before?
Huh? What do you mean?
The culprit could have been in the library before the cameras were even set.
Sure.
You won't be able to prove anything with weak reasoning like that.
And that's where we're going to hit them, I think, with that. Now we're going to use the front entrance photos, I bet. It seems you've been contradicted. When this sort of things happen, you'll go into a one-on-one debate called a rebuttal showdown. What's a rebuttal showdown? Yep, they'll explain the controls, and like I said, yep. This looks the same. Yep. Yep, that's the same. Okay, I think before we actually had to... So I think that's actually a different control, so... Oh, wait, what? No. Stop auto. How do I turn off auto? Oh, God. Okay, well, it's okay. So you actually have to press X for me, but A on an Xbox controller to do the normal slash. So you just aim... So you actually, you move the blade, but you actually have to press A to do the normal slashes now. So they did slightly change the controls. And then, yeah, the truth blade slash is the same. Same as a truth bullet, yeah. All that's the same, yep. Mm-hmm. If you cut through multiple words at once, you get a time bonus. That's kind of cool. 2 at 1, okay. Yeah, cool. Yep. Yep. The only difference to this now is I have to press X. I have to aim. I don't just swing the truth bullets. The truth blades. I actually aim them and then swing them. And then the truth blade slash is the full blown or the normal slash, I guess, is what I'm saying. The normal slash is it's not just a stick thing. It's actually the stick aims and then A or X swings it. Yep. The rules are all the same. The blade lock is the... I don't know if it was called... I don't think it was called a blade lock before. But yeah. It's a button mash. Isn't slicing and dicing opinions with a truth sword the bee's knees? What? Not really? Well, you shouldn't knock it before you try it. Yeah, I like this And yeah, the V agree is here. Okay. Cool. Rebuttal Showdown, Truth Blade, start! Here we go. It's gonna be the front entrance photos, 100%.
Even if we rule out the hidden door, the library's got no shortage of hiding spots.
Oh, I have to get used to this.
There's piles of books all over. Since the culprit was there before the cameras were placed, they could have been hiding there, you know? They took out Rantaro, then took off.
I wanted to just get the right
But
Truth
if the
Blade
culprit
ready.
killed him and ran away, wouldn't they have been caught on camera?
Yep.
Not if they went back into hiding. Right after killing Rantaro. Then, once everyone's gathered around the body, all they gotta do is act like they just ran in. Rejoin everyone and we'd be none the wiser.
Yep.
I'll cut your words.
That voicing is pretty good. I'll cut your words.
The culprit met him inside the library? That doesn't seem possible, though.
Yeah, I was just one step ahead on that, which is fine. That does happen sometimes in these type of games where you get ahead of yourself.
Let's hear it then. What's your reason?
With how the order of operation that the game wants to go by.
If you take a look at the 3 pictures from the camera we placed near the front door,
It counts for everyone besides Rintaro, who is obviously dead on the ground.
this is when Shuichi and I met up with Kaito and Tenko and then rushed in.
Yep.
This one shows the other 4 people running in after they heard Tenko scream.
Angie just looks way too happy.
And finally, everyone else coming in after hearing the body discovery announcement.
I love all the different facials. Like, you got, like, the people who are approaching it very seriously, and determined, like Ryoma and Kurumi. Then you have, like, the nervous people, like Sumugi and Kibo. Then you have, like, the terrified, Miyu, and then you just have, like, freaking Kokichi's like, whoa, what's going on? And then, obviously, Kyo's just, intrigued.
You can clearly see everyone entering the library in these pictures.
Because all of them knew that apparently somebody had died at that point.
It wouldn't make sense if there was someone hiding in the library the whole time.
Yeah, it would have to be some sort of secret passageway on the other side of that hidden room for that to be possible.
That does cover everyone now, doesn't it? I guess the one who still has a ways to go is me.
He says the coolest shit. I love Ryoma.
Don't worry about it. It's better to think about each possibility anyway.
You're right, Kaede.
Right, Shuichi?
Yep. I don't like how...
yes.
I am scared. What is Shuichi cooking? Is Shuichi okay? He's been really quiet. Is he worried about something? Yes, he is, and I don't know what to make of that.
So the real question is how the culprit entered and exited the library.
Because he's putting it together and he's being silent about it, which scares me.
We cannot continue until we address that problem first.
It's quite the mystery. How did the killer avoid being caught by the cameras?
Almost like they were invisible.
Yeah, this is the biggest question of this case.
Oh, but it wasn't me. My magic can only make you half invisible.
What, does it make your clothes invisible?
Your upper half, to be
Oh.
specific.
That's interesting.
That's kind of a half-baked invisibility spell, isn't it?
Quite literally.
But both doors to library had hidden cameras on them.
We're gonna get into the vent discussion now.
How about the vent in the library? Maybe they came in through there.
But Shuichi and I were on lookout in the classroom with the connecting vent.
The culprit waited until Kaede and Shuichi weren't looking, then turned invisible.
But here's the thing, like, regardless of that, then you have the whole book situation with Kaede.
Himiko is really gung-ho about her invisible culprit theory.
I love that Tenko's supportive about it.
Yeah, no. There's no way someone snuck into the library through the vent.
That's right, we have evidence that proves that would have been impossible. Yep. the books, right?
I get it.
Yeah.
When I set the cameras, I also stacked some books in front of the vent.
Yep. Yep.
If someone did crawl in and out from the vent, the books would have collapsed.
Unless they threw it from the vent, but that gets back to how they get in the vent in the first place.
While we were investigating, they were still neatly stacked the way I placed them.
Maybe they put the books back when they left the room.
And again, who could fit in the vent other than Himiko and Ryoma? Like, Ryoma, unfortunately, at this point, is my best suspect, but...
That would be quite difficult to achieve on such a narrow bookcase.
If we've ruled out the vent and doors, then how'd the culprits get in and out of the library?
This is the $1 million question.
Maybe... divine intervention?
Gonta no can think of any other way to enter.
This is the kind of the stopgap of this case, and I really... If we're genuinely ruling out the vents completely, because we do have multiple pieces on the vents, I don't know. I don't know where the BGM's gonna come into this either. We have more vent stuff as well. We haven't gotten into Rantaro's belongings, really, which theoretically is just gonna be about the fact that he didn't have a card key, but who knows if there's gonna be more to that.
Eureka! I know how the culprit got in the library. The front door!
Okay.
Have you been paying attention? The camera would have taken their picture.
Okay, let her cook, maybe.
Not if the culprit timed their movements around the camera intervals.
Excuse me?
Huh? Intervals?
Yeah, what?
What is that?
Yeah, what?
Basically, the culprit knew about the cameras and their intervals.
Are we heading towards the possibility of accusing Shuichi? Is that why he's being so quiet? I was because like I don't know what to make of Shuichi being quiet, because like my thought process initially in my head was the only reason he'd be nervous would be if it's somehow Kaede. But obviously we were controlling Kaede, and there was no window of opportunity for it to be Kaede unless there was a real, like, deception in our perception. But then just now I was like, yeah, obviously, as we saw, very genuine reaction for Kaede, had no idea about the intervals because we didn't know about the intervals. But if anyone other than Miyu would have known about the intervals, it absolutely would have been Shuichi. And Shuichi's been quiet, like I said, and the only other... and maybe he would be quiet if he suspects himself, but it's that same thing. But the difference is there was a window of opportunity for Shuichi to have done it, and if this is going to be like a brainwashing thing, maybe he doesn't remember he did it, but he realizes he's the only person who could have did it. If the first chapter is taking away fucking Rantaro and Shuichi, that would be psychotic, but awesome. I'm a little worried now that there's actually a possibility it was Shuichi. That's a little scary.
So they snuck into the library between camera shots to avoid appearing in the photos.
Interesting.
I know. Beauty and brains. Why? It's just not fair.
That actually was very helpful, Miyu.
Miyu? What's this interval you're talking about?
Yeah, Kaede has no clue.
Huh? Oh, now you're asking me.
Yeah, because it's important.
After the shutter snaps, the camera can't take a new photo for 30 seconds.
So someone snuck in behind the... Well, she said the front door, but it actually... She said it'd be the front door, but by that logic... It actually would make way more sense that somebody followed Ryoma in the same way. Rear entrance. And then they snuck behind him and then they... Again, it depends on the time frame of this, but theoretically, they could have snuck in behind Ryoma, kind of snuck behind him. Yeah, snuck in behind... Yeah, this is irrelevant, but snuck in behind Ryoma, boom, boom, and then got out. And if they were able to do that all within 30 seconds, they could have left through the rear entrance as well. GG. And then at that point, all of a sudden, it could be Ryoma, it could be Kibo, and it could also be... It's Maki's account, right? It could be Ryoma, it could be Kibo. It can't be Gonta, but it could be Ryoma, it could be Kibo. Maybe Kaito or Tenko, but theoretically, it could be Ryoma or Kibo at that point. Or I guess theoretically Shuichi. And actually, I guess Shuichi would be the primary suspect because if anyone would know about it. Because Miu is still covered by Kyo's account. So, yeah, that's interesting. That would give a window of opportunity for Ryoma, Kibo, or Shuichi.
Because I redesigned the cameras to auto-roll the film instead of having to do it manually.
That actually, what's crazy is, of course you did, because you're a genius, but the only... Yeah, did Shuichi even know about that, or was it just Miu?
That's the first time I'm hearing about this. Why didn't you tell us from the start?
But I told your little beta boy
Oh, no.
toy after I gave you the remodeled cameras.
Oh, no. She told the little beta boy toy, which, that's a hilarious, You know, it's hard to even argue with that one, honestly, for Shuichi. He kind of is. There is a little bit of that vibe between Kaede and Shuichi, I'm not even gonna lie.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. Holy shit.
Shuichi?
There's no shot, right?
I'm sorry. I guess I forgot to tell you.
What is happening?
How could you forget to tell me?
I didn't think it would affect the plan. I didn't realize it would matter.
I mean, that's a fair excuse, but... Oh, it looks sus here.
I guess I just forgot to mention it. I'm really sorry.
I forgot. What a pitiful excuse.
I mean, it is something I could see forgetting, but also, man, does it look bad here, Shuichi. I don't know what to make of this, honestly.
Yeah, that's pretty much a lie.
Yeah, Kokichi would know.
No, it's not a lie. He probably just forgot.
And yeah, and Kaede, a little nervous herself.
There was so much going on at the time. It's only natural to forget, you know?
Holy shit, what are we cooking here?
Yeah.
Let's put that aside for now and talk about the camera intervals.
Oh man, I'm tense now. Oh, I'm tense now!
Each interval lasted for 30 seconds, correct, Miu?
Because he had a window of opportunity. I can't get back to that.
Yeah, sure. I'll explain it again to you mushheads.
Cool.
The 3 cameras that Kaidiot and Puichi placed go off when they pick up movement. From there, it takes 30 seconds for the film to auto-roll to the next photo.
So, for 30 seconds, anyone could have entered the library without their photo being taken?
That may have been enough time to kill Rantaro and exit the library.
Theoretically, if you knew exactly what you were doing and you know, this was very much planned, right? Like, he was waiting in the classroom, runs down really quick. Like, you would have to be like, assuming it was Shuichi, he would have had to been like lightning speed. I don't know if the time frame quite works out there, but it's like, it's one of those things where it's theoretically possible.
It's definitely
barely enough time. You just gotta move at lightning speed.
There's no shot you said lightning speed after I said lightning speed. I don't want to be in sync with Tenko. Let me be in sync with Kokichi. Let me be in sync with Miyu. Of all the dicks and bitches in this game, let me be in sync with someone else. I like Tenko, but I don't want to be that type of hater.
I see. Then there's no doubt the culprit made use of the camera's intervals.
It's almost a guarantee. They had to either know about it or they got stupidly lucky.
That means the culprit was Miyu all along, since she knew about the intervals.
But so did Shuichi.
Don't be an asshole!
Yep.
I have an alibi. Remember the dining hall?
Oh, yeah. Well, who else knew about the intervals?
I love how quick Kokichi was to be like, oh yeah, fuck Miyu. Yeah, she's a bitch. She's the killer.
Now, who was it again?
Oh my god, Kokichi! Oh my god, I love him. Holy shit, dude. He's giving me... It's in a way different way, but there are definitely some Nagito vibes in Kokichi.
Shuichi.
Oh, shit. Yeah, and there's a window of opportunity if Kaede is willing to admit it.
Well then, does this mean that he is the culprit we have been seeking?
I don't... Okay. How are we going to get Shuichi out of this? The BGM, I feel like, is just... this scares me, because this just goes into, like, hypnotism brainwashing. I don't know what else this is going to be about. He knew the shot put balls were in the warehouse. He had the receiver. The lookout classroom is just going to make it worse. Although Shuichi left briefly to go check the basement, the two were together the entire time until the receiver went off, but you could turn off the receiver. Oh my god. He turned off the receiver. Went to the basement, committed the crime, came back, receiver went off. Oh no, Shuichi! There's no shot. I don't know how that's gonna come into play, Kibo's account. I was wondering if any of those could have anything, if either of those pictures of him taking down the cameras could actually be like red herrings, and those are actually he entered and he like he calculated the time and then he knew he could be in that spot and he could sell it as that. But oh man, all right, let's go.
Shuichi.
Yeah. I'm with Kaede. I'm in the exact same mood as Kaede. I really don't want this to happen. It's weird because I've not, like, super gravitated towards Shuichi, but this goes back to, like, so Kaede is, like, a fully realized, like, protagonist. Kaede in the beginning of this game, like, in chapter, let's just say for the sake of simplification, in chapter 1, Kaede is more akin to a Makoto or a Hajime or even a Komaru in the later stages of the game. She is what they become. And that was one of the things that has thrown me off the most. It's a big reason why I've really loved her. There's other reasons why I love Kaede. I'm not going to get into all the specifics right now. But she feels like a fully realized protagonist, whereas all of them went on the hero's journey to become those fully realized protagonists by the end of their respective games. That felt weird. And I think I talked about this in a video, I don't know what video, but this game is called Killing Harmony. And DR2 was called Goodbye Despair. It's essentially the reverse of Goodbye Despair. And in Goodbye Despair, again, we didn't know it at the time when we started the game, but we played as a Despair and watched his journey to become someone truly representative of hope. Not Izuru Kamakura, but Hajime Hinata. In this game, It's called Killing Harmony, and Kaede has kind of entered this game already more or less representing that type of hope that Makoto and Komaru and Hajime become over the course of their respective games. Which makes me wonder if, again, to further lean into the title of Killing Harmony and to play off of Goodbye Despair and kind of mirror that in reverse, is this the journey of Kaede, a great person, a relatively realized person in terms of who they need to be to win this game, descending into madness? Is this the journey? Is this the villain's journey, right? Does Kaede start off as a great person who really has everything together, and we watch her slowly descend into madness? Thus, instead of watching Hajime say goodbye to despair, we kill Kaede's harmony. The fact that Shuichi might be the fucking killer in Chapter 1 is ringing huge alarms for the fact that this might be a journey of Kaede's descent as opposed to Makoto or Hajime's ascension. This feels like a descent. And that would explain why Kaede feels like such a fully realized character, right? There's a few routes that they could go with Kaede that would explain why she's been written the way she has. She feels different than any other Danganronpa protagonist, and that's good because we've done this multiple times. It's nice to see variety in the character archetypes, but at the same time, she's compelling. She's very compelling, but she feels like a character that doesn't have that much room for character growth. But that doesn't mean she doesn't have room for a de-evolution of her character instead of an evolution of her character. They are cooking. I had a feeling they were going to cook. I did not consider Shuichi as a possibility, but I did say this whole time, I had 3 candidates, and I didn't think it was any of them. I didn't think it'd be Ryoma, I didn't think it'd be Miyu, and I didn't think it would be Gonta. So I figure whichever direction they go, and there's a very good chance it's not Shuichi. Like, we're pushing to it now, but there's a possibility we could go in other directions further in this class trial. There's still things that are unaccounted for as far as the truth bullets. The big one, I don't know how we're going to... I don't know what this BGM means. I'm scared of this BGM and what angle this could go. Because, as horrifying as it is, this might be... Because the way Shuichi was reacting... I think if Shuichi committed this murder, he was not aware he committed this murder. If he committed this murder, it was the result of that stupid fucking music and video. Oh, man. I can already tell, wherever this is going to be so devastating. Even if it's not Shuichi, it's still going to be something crazy.
Hey, what gives, Shuichi? Shuichi would never do that. Right, Shuichi?
Oh, did he figure this out? Is that why he started going silent?
Your silence only damns you further.
Is he gonna admit to it?
Fess up already! Did you kill Rantaro?
I think he's going to say, I don't know for sure, but I think the evidence points to me, or something like that. Oh, no.
Hey, Shuichi, what's gotten into you?
Oh, no.
Don't tell me you're gonna plead the 5th now.
No, he's just thinking it over in his head, and that's why his heart hurts right now.
Oh man, this is getting good! Entertain me, peasants!
I don't think he's going to necessarily admit to it, because I don't think he remembers. But I think he's going to say something along the lines of, my deductive reasoning leads me to believe that I did it. I don't remember, but I don't remember doing it, and that's where we're going to throw the BGM, and that's where we're going to use the BGM to get into, like, brainwashing, hypnosis, that shit. No way. Shuichi can't be the culprit. That's definitely wrong. There's no way. I refuse to believe Shuichi is the culprit. That's definitely not possible. Intermission, here it is. I don't know. Oh, man. Oh, man, guys. I'm gonna get this save in. we're gonna do this save, and then it's gonna probably try and, like, pop me in. Oh, no, it's not. Cool, cool, cool. Can I... I'll just sit on this screen for now. I'm gonna call it here. It's been about... It's hard to know how long the rest of this trial is gonna be. It's been 2 hours, and it's been over 2 hours. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to call this episode here. We'll see how long the rest of the trial is. I might splice this episode together, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a break. I might eat some food. I might actually record, like, a few reactions, do some of that. I'm going to come back to this later. You'll probably notice from the times, because like I said, it's 2:40 in the morning right now. On August 7th, 2025. God only knows when you guys are seeing this, but, so yeah, it was 2 days ago that I did the previous episode. But, yeah, I'm gonna cut it here, and if the second half is, like, as long as the first half or longer, I think this will be 2 episodes. If the second half is really short, I will probably stitch it together to this video. So there's a chance we're at the end of the video. I'm going to assume this is the end of the video, most likely, but there is a chance that this, I do the whole class trial in one video and I stitch it together. It's going to be 2 sessions because my gut instinct, I know, like, you know, right now, like, the aim's on Shuichi and it looks really suspicious, but oh, man. I feel like they're probably going to fake us out. There's going to be another twist, because that feels online with what this game's been so far. But it, like, narratively speaking, Shuichi dying in Chapter 1, and it's not even just dying, but specifically being the killer, I think does a lot to kind of lends itself to the theory of this being, like, it lends itself a lot to the idea. How many, I want to see how many save slots I have, actually. Okay, only 30. I'll probably overwrite. I'll probably overwrite this save then. When we finish Chapter 1. But, yeah, I feel like there's a lot here as far as Shuichi being the murderer in Chapter 1, whether intentional or otherwise, and it seems like if he did it, it was very much not intentional. I wonder if that situation, you know, acts as a good point to really, like I said, bring some Zetsubo, to bring some despair to Kaede, a word that has largely been absent from this game. Much like how Hope Speak Academy is absent from this game, despair has largely been a term that's not really been thrown about in anywhere near the same manner as Danganronpa 1 or Danganronpa 2, or Danganronpa 3, for that matter, the anime. So it's really interesting to see those kind of layers to this game so far. But really put Kaede in a really fucked up state of mind moving forward. And it really sets the stage for the game and for her character journey. And this idea that, like, she can, you know, she was willing to trust people and she was so excited. And, like, the ways that this could potentially break her. She's not able to trust people in the future. And, like, all the things that they could cook with this are, like, really interesting to me. It's really intriguing. And I feel like we're setting up for, again, like I said, excluding the, like, mindfuck elements of the setup of Danganronpa 2, I feel like everything else surrounding this is the best setup to a Danganronpa game that we've ever had. Like, I think the early stages of this game, from a writing perspective, has been the best work for Danganronpa. And like I said, I think DR1 is a very good game. It's a great game. And DR2 is a phenomenal game, right? Like, I had such an emotional reaction to late stage DR1 and all the Junko stuff because it's me. But DR2 is better than DR1, and I feel very confident in saying that for many reasons. But I do think, like, late stage DR2 is absolutely brilliant and is probably the peak of Danganronpa up to this point. Is like we'll just say, for the sake of simplifying, I'll say I'll refer to, if you say there's a beginning, you have your prologue, then you have your beginning game, your middle game, and your end game, chess style. The end game, assuming that this is also going to be 6 chapters, you frame your beginning game as chapters 1 and 2, your middle game as chapters 3 and 4, your end game as chapters 5 and 6. The end game of Danganronpa 2, those last 2 chapters of Danganronpa 2, is the peak of this franchise up to this point. Nothing in the anime surpassed it. Nothing in DR1 surpassed it. As much as I love a lot of elements of Chapter 6 of Danganronpa 1, I will say absolutely that the end game, the final 2 chapters of DR2, clear the final 2 chapters of DR1. The end game of DR2 is incredible. Now, Ultra Despair Girl's end game is incredible. But it is a bit marred by the fact that there's actual gameplay elements that suck in that game, because the game itself sucks. The story, the characters, the narrative told in Ultra Despair Girls is awesome, but the game just sucks. Like, the actual gameplay sucks. So that's such a weird one. But that's probably, as far as end games go, just from a narrative perspective, UDG probably has the best argument as far as end game of the video games, the anime, of the stuff that most real most hardcore Danganronpa fans have at least played the 1, 2, UDG, V3, and watched 3. Right? Those are the 5 works that I would say most strong Danganronpa fans have played. The 3 mainline games, they've watched the anime, and they've played the side game, right? Then you get into deeper material, right? Danganronpa 0 has an unbelievable endgame, but it's a book, essentially. It feels weird to compare that. I mean, obviously, Danganronpa 0, I think, is a contender for honestly, the best story that has been told. But how UDG loses points for being a shitty game, DR0, unfortunately, as much as it hurts me, loses points for being a book because the visual novels are so fucking cool, right? And weirdly enough, I actually think DR3 kind of loses points for being an anime because the visual novels are so fucking cool. I feel like Danganronpa didn't have a natural fit as an anime. As cool as it didn't naturally mesh as an anime. Ace Attorney was the same way, even though I think, obviously Ace Attorney doesn't tell original stories in anime form for the most part, and I've only watched the first season of that anyways, but, it's kind of one of those things where, Danganronpa is at its peak when it's in visual novel form, and the peak of that was the end game of DR2. That all being said, I feel like our beginning game of DRV3 is stronger than our beginning game, so far at least, because beginning game will say first 2 chapters, assuming this goes 6 chapters like the other games. We got no indication. See, in DR2, they gave it away at the beginning that there were going to be 6 chapters. In this game, we have no guarantees that there's going to be 6 chapters. It could be 5, it could be 7, obviously could be 6, it could be some other number entirely. Whatever the case may be, though, I am loving this beginning game, and I'm so curious to see where the rest of this case goes, because I think this is already very much trending towards being my favorite first case, which isn't surprising. Obviously, I think the DR2 opening case is a lot stronger than the DR1 opening case. I think the DR1 opening case, probably the weakest case of the series. It's probably between the DR1 opener and maybe the third case of DR2, because that case has a lot of weird things in it. But that case has some really fun stuff as well. The DR1 case, a first case, is a case that I don't even like to compare. Similarly to the first AA case, it's it is very much the true tutorial case. So, it's kind of in its own category, but this case has been awesome, guys. I'm really enjoying it. I'm very nervous for Shuichi. I'm still kind of expecting them to somehow throw some sort of plot twist at us that it's going to somehow, lead to somebody else being the big potato. But whatever the case may be, I'm just really excited to watch this all go through. So I can't wait for next time, which actually I think I've changed my mind. I think I'm just going to jump right into this. So whether there is a cutoff or not, or this is the end of the episode, I will either see you guys next time, or I will see you in a flash with some more V3. But if this is the end of the video, well, if we're continuing on, I'll see you guys in a flash, like I said. And if this is the end of the video, I will see you next time with another video. Thanks for watching. Peace.